What is up, HD Reefers? Mr. Reef HD here, back with the video. Kind of an update video on the Salifert exit, flatworm exit. So I didn't end up doing a water change on this. Just didn't have time. But what I did do is the next day I came down here and I still had some flatworms in here, and that was after I did like the double dose. They were mostly gone, like almost all the way gone. I only saw like a few. You can see there's none on any of these now. This guy's open for the first time in I don't know how long. There was only a few, so I decided to do another one, literally the very next morning, another dose. And I started out with double again because after doing a double and letting it sit for like, I think it was somewhere between 5 and 7 hours. I would have to go back to the other video and look to know. Because I can't remember how long it was. I remember I told you guys the amount of time it was because I was going to bed because I had work that day. Anyway, so I double dosed it. Came back an hour and a half later. I still saw worms on the glass. I still saw some worms on coral. There were still worms on that. Turn the light on. As you guys can see, there's not a single worm anymore. I can't see a single worm anymore. But anyway, so I came back about an hour and a half later and there was still worms everywhere. And I'm like, what the heck, you know? So then I did another double dose. I quadruple dosed. And the results are actually pretty nuts on what happened. So I took the video that night when I woke up, because I worked Saturday and Sunday. So I took the video. I mean, my family was home and in the background talking and stuff, but I'm going to share it right now. It'll probably be muted because I don't really know what was said in that. But anyway, here it is.
That's not good. You're right, forget me. Your dad stole your light, dude. How are you not playing there?
So, with that being said, I guess I accidentally ran into another form of getting rid of another pest, because as you guys saw, it killed, quadruple dosing killed all of my bristle worms in here, and it also killed all of my brittle stars. Well, I don't know about all my brittle stars. I still haven't seen one yet, but I just woke up. I just did my 3 days in a row, my 312s. I haven't really looked at this tank that much, but usually I would come to, actually, nope, that's not one. Usually when I would come down here, you would see in the rocks tucked away in these really tiny holes and stuff, you would see little feet hanging out. I don't see any right now as far as I can see. But in that video, you could see that obviously that's like a little whirlpool spot in here. And then over here was a little whirlpool spot. It killed all my bristleworms. I have not seen a bristleworm since. And as far as I can see right now, I don't see any brittle stars. So I guess in very high doses, it takes care of both of those pests. Well, I guess the brittle stars aren't pests, but they multiply like crazy, crazy. And I just don't care for them that much at that point. But everything looks so freaking healthy now. I mean, that mushroom right there on the right is probably going to take a little while. But as far as that thing's almost the size of that whole plate. or that whole bowl that it's in. And it was about half that size originally. This guy, like I said, very first time I've seen him open in I don't know how long. The water, the tint, that yellow tint on the water is completely gone from the carbon. I am still running it. I'm actually probably going to shut it off today because all the fish, well, not all the fish, but both the fish are good. There's the 6-line wrasse, and then if I'm this close to the tank, somehow, even if I'm not moving, the Royal Grama knows I'm here and he just doesn't come out, but I swear he's in there. But yeah, either way, I just wanted to do this update video because that's crazy that the flatworm exit worked on the bristleworms. So that being said, either way, I'm still going to have to do another 2 doses because the eggs from the flatworms, which I can almost guarantee you, well, actually, you know, I will guarantee you, there are eggs in this system. They lay their eggs. Their eggs have, I think, a 21-day, on average, what would you call that, incubation period, basically. So what that means is I have to dose this tank in 3 more days because they want you to do it 3 times a week apart from each other. So I did it the first time on Friday. So this Friday I'll have to do another one, and the next Friday after that I'll have to do another one. Oh, actually I'll have to do another one after that too. So technically 4 doses total because you want to get them in their, I guess you would say, infancy stage. So say if one laid eggs 3 weeks ago and they were in there on Friday. Now if I treat and I kill the flatworms, it doesn't kill their eggs. It just kills the actual worm. So if they laid them 3 weeks ago and they didn't hatch by Friday, and then I ran that through and then ran the carbon and got all the medication out, those eggs will still hatch. And I don't know exactly how long it takes for them to become a breeding size, but if you do it every week and kill them while they're young, they're obviously not old enough to breed. So you do that for 4 doses, 3 weeks in between, or 1 week in between, for 3 weeks. Then that ensures that you're getting all the babies that are hatched after. Oh my god, I thought that was one for a second. I was like, what? Okay. So that'll make sure that you get all the ones that hatch after you've killed all of the adult worms. So, yep, Friday I'll be doing another one. I mean, if you guys want me to post that, I will, but that's what I'm going to be doing. I noticed that this video got some pretty good attention. A couple people commented that they wanted to keep up with this. So I think tomorrow I will do the Kalkwasser on the Aptasias. I will be removing as much bubble algae as I can see. And we will be doing the vermitid snails. Oops, sorry, my finger messed that up. You guys can see all them. They've gotten pretty big in here because they've been left unchecked. So tomorrow should be basically taking care of all the rest of the pests in this tank, or at least what I consider pests. Some people don't mind the vermitid snails. Personally, I don't like them because they end up messing with corals and all that other stuff. I mean, some people consider that sponge right there a pest. I really don't mind it unless it gets on my coral, which that one I've noticed don't ever really get on coral. The yellow one. The white stuff, I always kill that because the white stuff will get literally like right on your coral and grow into its flesh. Oh yeah, that's another thing. The Astrea stars, or Asterina stars, I don't really care for them much either, so when I do see them, I pull them out of the tank. This tank apparently they haven't been breeding well in here, and I've only seen a few, but But yeah, if you guys want me to post the next 3 dosings, I will. Just let me know in the comments. If you don't really care, because I know certain videos, like especially like this one, some people will be like, oh, there's another freaking pest video. But yeah, I'll get all these pests out, and if you want to see, I'm gonna do that for sure. I'm gonna show you guys for sure those, like taking care of other pests. But I'm talking about the follow-up on the flatworms. If you want to see follow-up videos, they'll be very short, obviously, because I've went over most of the information that you would need to know anyway. But yeah, if you want to see that, put that in the comments. If you like this content, please consider giving it a like, a subscribe. It really helps me out, and like I've said before, it really pushes me to keep making the content. And as long as people are engaging and, you know, learning from me, I'll keep making the content, you know. So yeah, it keeps me engaged, and then if I stay engaged, you guys stay engaged, channel grows, you know. You guys can learn, at least from me, how I do things. I've said this before too, every reefer does things differently. There are definitely multiple ways to get to the same end result in this hobby. So not everything is wrong, but not everything is right either, because there's a lot of misinformation spread all the time. So you got to be careful for that. But if you stay invested in my channel and you learn how I do things, and you like what you see how I do it, then you could just do it that way. You know what I mean? So like how I get rid of these. Not everybody uses Kalkwasser to get rid of those. Some people use Aptasia X, some people use the little laser, some people, you know what I mean? There's a lot of different ways to get rid of those. You could get nudibranchs, you could get filefish, you know? You can get peppermints, which I've had success with peppermints before. There's a ton of different ways, but the good thing about you watching on here is you could see how I do it, and if you like it, you could replicate it yourself, you know? So you don't have to go on these forums and stuff and ask, you know, a group with 80,000 people how to get rid of that, because it's just going to blow your mind at how many different ways that you can do it. I feel like if you watch somebody do it, and like I said, I've told you guys also before, you need to watch a person's tank that you like and has stuff that you want to consider keeping, and take their advice, because if it's working for them, the chances are a lot higher that it's going to work for you. It's not 100% guarantee that it's going to work for you, but your chances are a lot higher. So say you want to keep Lobos and Leathers and Echinatas and Jack Frost Leptos, you know what I mean? Clearly, if you want them to look like mine, which they don't look the hottest right now, you know what I mean? You could do what I do. Now, if you guys ask a guy that has all SPS how to keep these alive, you know, he's going to tell you you need to have low, you know, because his tank's different. So just watch somebody that you like. Like I said, doesn't have to be me. It could be anybody. But watch a person that you like. If their tank looks like something you want to replicate, ask them questions, you know. Most of the time, people are more than happy to give you advice and help you out. So, on that note, I'm going to end this video. Stay tuned, because tomorrow we are going to try to wipe out almost everything else that is a pest in this tank, and we will start the process of converting this into an SPS tank. So again, thank you guys all for watching. You guys rock. You guys make me want to keep making videos, and as long as it keeps going the way that it is, we will. Please subscribe, please like, and as always, happy reefing.